Welcome back, everybody. I am so excited because it is my favorite day of the week, which is leg day. Why do I like legs? Because A, women like to have nice legs, but also because your legs are your largest muscle group. So if you want to increase muscle mass, which of course increases your metabolism, that is the best muscle group to work on. Okay, are you ready? I'm ready. Our exercises are squats with a leg lift, and then side lunge to a curtsy lunge on the left, and then side lunge to a curtsy lunge on the right, and then single leg glute bridge left and single leg glute bridge on the right. Easy for me to say. Okay, I'm gonna set my watch because it doesn't happen if my watch didn't count it. All right, that is going. I'm gonna set the timer over here. We're getting started in, hit the wrong run, in just a couple of seconds. 3, 2, 1, and squat with the leg lift. Squat with the leg lift. And what are we watching here? Our knees, right? Okay, we've got 50 seconds to go on this one. Well, not quite as many, but so squat, watch the knees. You're going out towards the toes and do a lateral leg lift. You're working every muscle in the body. These squats are great because they really work almost every muscle group in your upper legs. You've got your quads in the front, hamstrings in the back. When you're squatting, you're really working the quads, and when you're lifting, you're really working the hamstrings. Okay, so I was reading a really great article this morning. Okay, next one is side lunge to a curtsy lunge. So left lunge, and then back for the lunge, okay? Side lunge, and then curtsy lunge. Okay, so it was about fiber. It was in the Wall Street Journal. I'll actually link it in the description below. Super, super fascinating though. Fiber is best when taken in its natural form. So try not to do supplements and stuff because that usually just causes all kinds of, abdominal issues or blockage issues and things like that. So, and gassy issues, never fun, ever. So it's best if you can get it through your natural resources, fruits, vegetables, legumes. All right, switch legs. We're gonna do right side lunge and curtsy lunge. So if you can, like I said, legumes, beans, which are also great protein sources, and whole grains. These are great natural resources. And this article was saying that women need about 25 grams of fiber a day. Again, it's best to get it from your natural sources. And men need about 31 grams a day. So what's the importance? Whoops, lost my balance. Why have fiber in your diet? Well, number one, it helps to reduce the risk of not only obesity, but also type 2 diabetes, heart disease. What was my next exercise? Single leg glute bridge. So heart disease, and a whole bunch of other, cancers, all kinds. Oops, sorry, I'm doing the wrong leg. Left leg extended, and we're doing a glute bridge, but with only one leg. Now, if this is too hard, don't fret. Put that foot down and just do regular glute bridges. But if you can, do one leg. This is gonna really isolate mostly that hamstring on the opposite leg. So that hamstring on the right leg here is what's really working hard, okay? 3, 2, 1, switch legs. We're gonna go right leg extended. You also want your foot here on the left side, the foot that's planted on the floor. You wanna be lifting from your heel. You don't wanna be pressing your toe into the ground because that puts additional weight and pressure on the shin and the knee. So you wanna be lifting through that heel. All right, tap that tush on the floor and then lift it right back up again. This is the last round or the last exercise of the first round. So you're already almost 1/3 of the way through. See, and you get to lay down too. laying down on the job. But it's really getting a good leg exercise. That left glute and that left hamstring are going to town. Whew. Okay, round one done. See, it's not so hard. Only 15 minutes. All right, up on your feet because we're gonna go to squats with the leg lift here in a minute. Whew. Get your water and slow down your heart rate. All right, so what was I saying? I was saying about fiber. So heart disease, obesity, diabetes, and several types of cancer are great things that having more fiber will actually help to prevent or have issues with. Also, gut microbiomes, all kinds of good gut stuff is being worked when you have fiber. Now, most Americans have what they call diverticulosis. It's not as bad as diverticulitis, which is usually like an infection in the intestines. Diverticulosis is from, make sure here, by the way, holding in your abs. All right, you don't want to just have those abs flopping out over your legs there. Hold those in, keep them nice and tight. But diverticulosis is where you have little pockets in your intestines, and that is largely from the American low fiber, high processed foods diet. It is bad. And most Americans have it. Now, I was fortunate enough on my last colonoscopy that I did not have. On the left-hand side, we're doing left lunge and curtsy lunge. All on the left side. We'll switch here in just a minute. I was surprised only because most people have diverticulosis, but I did not. I was all clean on the colonoscopy, and I do largely attribute that to having a high fiber diet. I think you guys have all heard me say, every day I have strawberries, honeydew, and cantaloupe, darn near every single day. We have grapes. We have an avocado every morning, or half an avocado. We are a very high plant-based, shove in all the fiber that you can get household here. All right, right leg. So right leg and curtsy. So side lunge, curtsy lunge. This is working that outer hip, also known as the abductor. Whew. All right, after this, we get to go to single leg glute bridge. Am I going out of camera? A little bit. Whew. Heart rate is up. Okay. Whew, hard to catch my breath here. Talking and working out, not always the easiest things. All right, last 5 seconds. So, you might be thinking, well, what if I don't like fruits and vegetables or all of the other stuff? On the left, raise the right. You can do the Metamucils and stuff like that, but again, those have other added processed stuff in it. So really the best thing to do is find your favorite fruit, find your favorite vegetable, and have it. Have it early, have it often, and you will really be giving your gut a huge bump on health. And just having fiber in your diet makes everything just smooth and easy. You don't oh, and also, of course, water. The more fiber you have, the more water you want to have because you need to process it. So your body needs to utilize all the fluid in those intestines in order to process that fiber. Because fiber are things that are not usually consumed by the body. That's where all that waste comes from. The more fiber you have, the more poop you do, and that's because you always probably have noticed corn, right? With corn, you don't process that outer membrane because it's very, very fibrous. Your body doesn't typically use the fiber and put it as to nutrients into the body. It uses that fiber to push things through. And so really great to have in the body. I kind of wonder if this whole, and we're done. All right, round 2, we're looking good. So I'm wondering if, like my watch or my phone were listening to conversations, because I was talking to some friends yesterday about just health and wellness and overall, fitness, and fiber came up into conversation. So I'm wondering if that article by Wall Street Journal was because my phone was listening to what I was saying, but who knows? All right, slow down that heart rate, take your water, because this is our last round. So you might be wondering, Shar, you talked to me about protein and about carbs and about fiber. What do you want me to do? Read all my labels? Yes, I do. I want you to read your labels. Okay, last time of squats with the lift. Squat with the lift. Squat, lift. And like I said, I don't know about you, but I want to live healthy. I want to live a long time, but I don't want to live a long time if I'm going to be unhealthy while I'm doing it. I don't want to be bedridden. I don't want to be in a wheelchair or not really be able to be very mobile. So remember, watch your knees. So anything I can do to make sure I live a long but healthy life, because one without the other just isn't any fun. All right, you're in the last few seconds, last 10 seconds. After this, we go to left side lunge with the curtsy lunge. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Left lunge, right lunge. Oh, sorry, left lunge, back lunge. Left side, curtsy lunge. Left side, curtsy lunge. And actually, you know what? I was kind of surprised to see this article in the Wall Street Journal. I always think of Wall Street Journal as like finance information or news and political information. I didn't really think about it as one to have a lot of health information. But this is a really great article. I think it was a scientist, doctor in Stanford Medical Center in California that actually did this study and found this connection between high fiber diets and lower risk of heart disease and all that good stuff. All right, switch sides. All right, oops, got a sofa in my way there. Okay. So how you feeling? Are those legs feeling it? This curtsy lunge really works that outer glute and that hip flexor, that IT band over here. So keep going. Last time on this side for the whole workout. After this, we just have those floor things. What are they called? Oh yeah, single leg glute bridge. Too many L's in that. All right, last 10 seconds. You got this. Muscle through it. This is where mental strength comes in. 3, 2, 1. On the floor. Left leg planted. Right leg comes up. What you're looking to do is get those knees level. All right, keep that left leg straight. If this is too hard, especially on round 3, set that other foot down on the floor and just do regular glute bridges. But if you're feeling advanced or even intermediate, just go slow and easy. Get that leg and that hip and those buns off the floor. Last time on this side. Hold those abs in. Don't be taking a rest on the floor. Whew, am I feeling that left glute and hamstring burning? I get a nice good protein snack after this. Home stretch. Okay. Last one. Okay. Are we ready? Last one. Now, last thing I want to say about fiber is when you get it in its natural form, like I've said before, fruits, vegetables, beans, peas, legumes, whole grains, you're also getting all the other vitamins and nutrients that come in those foods. So it's not just high fiber, it's high fiber. Most of those items have good protein and they have all the other vitamins and minerals in it. And you may not know this, Protein has 4 calories. Carbohydrates have 4 calories. Fats have 9 calories. So when you're eating these high protein, high fiber foods, guess what? Woo! We're done. All this fiber talk made our talk go fast. Okay, up on the feet, bend over and touch the toes. Hoo-wee. So as I was saying, when you eat these beans and vegetables and stuff, you're getting good healthy proteins, you're getting low carbs, but even with those carbs, they are good healthy carbs, and you're getting a good amount of fiber. So remember, press that knee to the floor. All right, switch sides. Ooh. All right, last time on this side. Yeah, so you're also getting good fiber and vitamins and nutrients and having a healthy, well-balanced diet. Okay, these tiny little efforts equals total health. So keep making those tiny little changes in your life so that you can have overall better health and wellness. All right, that's it for now, folks. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.